Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today I am going to be updating my makeup basket and we're going to be picking the items that we're going to use for the month of December. So right now I have everything in here that I was using throughout the month of November. If you guys notice the light might be kind of going in and out, I'm going to try to fix it as I go along if I need to. It's just that it's very cloudy, not very nice day outside, so I'm trying to just work with whatever light I can basically get. So what I'm going to do is, in no particular order, I'm just going to go through all of the products that I was using throughout the last month, and then if there's any thoughts or opinions about any of them, then I'll just talk about that, and then I'm going to rotate some of my makeup. And I like doing this once a month because that way it gives me a fair chance to try all of the products that I have in my collection and show them a little bit of love. By using them for the entire month, I get a really good idea of what I really enjoy, what not so much. So I just think this is really helpful for me to just kind of go through my products, but then also review them a little bit so that way I can just talk about them on my channel. So I'm not going to go through anything in specific categories. I'm just going to kind of show you. So this stuff on this side here is my eye makeup type of things, and this will pretty much stay the same until I need to update something. So for instance, the mascara that I had in my makeup basket last month, I ran out of, and I put that in my empties, so I just replaced it with the L'Oreal Waterproof Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. So I have been using that just for a few days. And then I found this, actually I didn't realize that I had it, but it's just this really small little Bare Minerals brush talk today, thank you, brush. And I figured it would be good to use it with the little e.l.f. powder, under eye brightening powder that's in this box, and I think it'll work perfect for that. So I'm going to have that in there to use. And then I just have my eye makeup, and then I'm using my liquid liner is the Tarte Man Eater liquid liner right now. And that stuff all just kind of stays the same. So nothing too exciting there. And I do keep all of my 20 and 20 Project Pan makeup items in here. So what I'm going to do is pull those out like I normally do, set them off to the side because the finale is going to be coming up soon and I don't want to have any spoilers. So we're just going to pull those out. Alright, so that should be all of those products. So basically, the eye palettes that I chose, I try to choose like 2 regular size ones and then maybe like 1 or 2 little not trial, but smaller size palettes. And then I'll just use them throughout the month. I picked last month the Too Faced Gingerbread Spice palette just because I love the colors in here and I wanted to get more use out of it. And I did get quite a bit of use out of it, but I noticed that I kind of sticked to, of course, the same shade. So I was mainly sticking to the gingerbread latte, the gingerbread, and then of course this Looky at My Cookie with Sugar Daddy and Figgy Pudding to kind of just use as my crease and transition colors and just kind of use those. And then I was putting some of these glitters on top of the lids. Looks really pretty, especially the Spiced Eggnog shade is an inner corner. And I do really like this. I even went a little crazy the one day and I did this gumdrop, and it's in a video that should be coming up really soon, and it looks totally crazy on me because that is something I just can't pull off, but I'll put it up just so you guys can make fun of me for that one. But yeah, so this is really pretty, but I am kind of done with it for now, so I'm just going to put it back. However, this one I could not put down. I think I used every shade in this palette. This is the BH Cosmetics Silvia Ghani palette, and I'm pretty sure I used every single one in here. So wow, it's super bright. This lighting is probably going to drive me crazy, but this is the palette. So I loved every single look I came out with when I was using this palette, and I really didn't reach too much for these two highlighters on the side here because I was using some other highlighters in my collection, and I have one of them one thing that I'm actually two that I'm using from my 20 and 20 that I was kind of focusing on. But this palette is amazing. If you see this at TJ Maxx or Marshall's is where I got mine, definitely pick it up because it's beautiful. I will swatch a few of them. Don't mind this on here. If you see that, I burned myself at work on the autoclave machine. So this is, let's see, I went a lot into this bear shade on the outer corner, but this Self-Love color here is so beautiful. That one I used a lot on my lids. I love this rosé shade here. It's just a really pretty pink shade right there. This, surprisingly, this Night Owl, it's like a deep purple. Oh my god. That one I really, really enjoyed a lot. That one was one of my favorites. And then this S Club and Obsessed, I pretty much was using almost every single day. And they blend nicely. There's the lighting again. I hate you. Yeah, they blend out really nicely and they look beautiful and soft on the eyes, and I was really, really happy with this one this month. So I am going to be sad to put it back, but I definitely am excited to use the two palettes that I pulled for the month of December. So yeah, definitely recommend that if you see that. Right, so moving on. I had this as a face palette. I picked this up at Big Lots. It was $2 and I just wanted to try it. And it's a contouring palette called Insta Sculpt. And when I swatched it in the video, it really had no pigment to it whatsoever. But I decided to give it a fair shot. I tried to use this not so much as a highlighter, but an under eye powder. It was okay, but it's really, really chalky. This one barely shows up on my skin as a blush, but these two shades actually did work as a good contour shade for me, or a bronzer shade, because they didn't have a lot of pigment to them, but I'm so fair skinned that it doesn't take a lot for me to actually show up with color on my face, so I'd have to build them up a little bit, but it did have like a really a natural look to it, so I actually didn't mind this whatsoever. And I was using this shade a lot too, just kind of like throw in the crease on days where I was going to work. And then I was using the shadows in my project pan and just kind of using those two in conjunction. So that actually worked out really well, but I'm really excited for the palette for December. So I'll pull that out, of course. This e.l.f. powder is my favorite powder, and I'm almost done. In fact, it's probably going to be really messy when I open it. Yeah, I tried to repress it, but it didn't work so well because I kind of did something stupid. So there's really not a lot of that left, so I'm going to use the rest of that up, but I also have another powder I'm going to pull in just so I have one in there to go ready to go. The blush that I was using or trying out was the Physicians Formula Blushing Rose Blush, and I did use this a few times and it looks really pretty, like a nice healthy glow on the cheeks. Nothing too bold or too bright, so it worked well, but that is definitely going back. The highlighter I had is one of my favorites. This is a Mirabella highlighter in the shade Swirling Pearl. It's so pretty. It's very blingy. I always have a hard time having you guys actually see the highlighter show up on me just with the crappy lighting and how light I am, but this is such a beautiful highlighter, but I am going to be putting that back. And do not worry, I did not bring in the 409 to wipe off swatches this time, so I do have a regular soap that I'm using. This I wanted to use, but I did not use it, and I've had this in here now for 2 months and I didn't use it, so I think that's a kind of an indication that I'm not ready to use it, so I'm going to put it back. This one is the e.l.f. Face Duo in the shade Watermelon. This is really, really pretty. This actually, they're both really pretty on their own, but when you mix these two together, it's gorgeous on the skin. So that's how I was using it every day, every day that I used it. And I did use this quite a bit, so I am going to put that one back. This little palette from LA Colors. Packaging obviously super cheap. this actually broke off, but I just push it back. This little palette is so pretty. They hit hard pan. I didn't use it very often, but these two shades specifically, I think I had this one on in a video and it was gorgeous. I think this is so pretty. This is definitely going to come back very soon because I really enjoyed these specific two shades right here. But because I did use it quite a bit, I am going to put that one back. I'm going to keep this Kevyn Aucoin Bone single eyeshadow in just because I do like to use that for a brow bone highlight. And then this is the little e.l.f. brightening powder I have in, I think it's banana, that I'm going to use that little brush with from Bare Minerals. And then I pulled in the Essence Melted Chrome eyeshadow, and it was in the shade 01 Zinc About You. I swatched this in the last video. It's beautiful, and they're super cheap. They're $4.99, and they're just gorgeous. So if you see these at Ulta or wherever Essence is sold, definitely give those a try. But I am going to return that to the collection. All right, lip products. So, let's see here. So lip products, I'm still trying to get through the rest of this little baby lips. There's not much left, so I'm gonna leave that in. There's still the Ulta, the lip primer, that's gonna stay in just to try to use it up. I don't have a lot left of my Milani lip liner. This is in the shade 04. I think it's all natural. So there's really not a lot left of that, so I'm just gonna leave that in. This is on its last leg, but it still has a little bit of color in it. This is my favorite NYX shade in the shade Zurich, and I will definitely repurchase this once this is done, but it still has a little bit left. I am going to put this one back. This is the e.l.f. Ride or Die Lip Balm in Tough Cookie. I love these, but I use this quite a bit this month, so I am going to return that one. This one I did not use. This is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade, I forget what it's called, Los Angeles. It's too dark and I didn't reach for it, so I'm just going to put it back. The Jouer Lip Shine Balm Enhancer, whatever it is, from the newest part of the line with the Champagne and Macaron set. I did not reach for that, so I am going to put that back, even though it's really pretty. So these can stay. I did use my Becca Glow Gloss in Foxglove quite a bit, so I am going to return that one, as well as the Sleek Major Matte Lip Cream in the shade Daydreamer, which is really, really pretty. I'm going to put that back because I did use that quite a bit. And then the rest of the stuff, you know, I don't like to really... Ooh, I found this. This is the e.l.f. Bolton Liquid Eyeshadow in Liquid Gold, and I used this twice, and I'm just going to put that back. This is really pretty, though, and I found it at the Dollar Tree, so if you can find this there, I would definitely pick this up because it's really, really pretty. But the rest of this stuff, I'm going to pull the Benefit Professional out because I did use that, and I had a video I'm working on that you'll see very soon, and that one is now being it just has to go back. And then I just have my foundation or my base stuff. So I have my Becca Opaluminous Perfecting Foundation with the Mary Kay. You guys have heard about this before. I'm still working on this e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. It's so light for me, but it's going to stay until I'm done with it. I have my CC Cream from Aveeno that is almost empty, so I'm going to keep that in. And my e.l.f. eye primer, which is still going strong even after I pulled that stopper out, and I love it now. When I was talking trash on it for all those times, but now I love it. So yep, definitely going to keep that in. So now what I'm going to do is pull in the new stuff that I'm going to put in replace of the stuff that we just pulled out. So with that said, let me get my little basket here. Woo, off to the side. And let's put this here. So I am going for my two palettes. I decided to pick the Becca palette that I just picked up not too long ago. It was in a recent haul video, and this is the Pearl Glow Shimmering Eye Palette. And I think this is so pretty, and I do love Becca eyeshadow formula, so I am really excited to get some use out of this. And I think this is going to be really nice for the winter time, just kind of with the cooler shades here, and definitely these shimmery shades for all over the lid. So this is one I'm going to pull in, and then I'll take a picture of it now, and then at the end of the month like I did for the 2 other palettes I had from last month, just so you can kind of see how much use I got out of it. So that is the first palette I pulled in. The second one, I was just talking about how I need to use this, so I decided to pull it in, and it's a Dose of Colors Friendcation palette. And again, this is super pretty, and I figured the same thing with all these beautiful shimmers with the blues, and I don't like blue, but I'm gonna give it another try, especially this green and this shade right here. I think this will be perfect, and I'm definitely just going to see how much I can get use out of this for the month of December. And I love this packaging. How can you not? So that's going to go in. And what else? What do I have? So my powder I'm going to pull in because I think that e.l.f. one is going to be done. I'm just going to use this Maybelline Fit Me powder in 110 Porcelain and give that one a try, because I actually have not tried that one yet. And then for my face palette, I'm bringing one in that I love so very much, and it's the Becca, Chloe, and Malika palette, and this is Chloe's, and it looks like this. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but this shade I've used so much as my bronzing shade. It's beautiful. These are so natural on the skin. They still have these from time to time at like Nordstrom Rack. I've seen them pop up, and definitely check like TJ Maxx and Marshalls, and if you can find this one, get it, because it's gorgeous. I love this highlighter shade, and these 2 blushes are absolutely perfect. So this one is definitely coming in for the month. And then I also pulled in another blush that I just picked up. This is from, I believe, Marshalls, and this is the L'Oreal Paradise Enchanted Scented Blush, which doesn't smell very much right now, but this is in the shade, where are you? I know, Fantastical. So because those other blushes are more on like the mauvey and like berryish shades, I decided this one will be good because it's more on the peachy side. So I'm definitely going to enjoy that one. And then I decided to bring this one in as my highlighter because I did just get this recently and I really wanted to use it and play with it. So this is the Pixi Duo in Subtle Sunrise. I really want the Delicate Dew, but they didn't have that one at Burlington, so I settled for this one. There's that stupid sun again. So yeah, that one is going to get some use.
Should we wait? I mean, it's gonna go away in like 2 seconds again because, yeah, that's just how we're rolling today.
Okay, and then a couple more products I'm going to pull in. So I did just do that review on primer. You'll see very soon, and there's all my primers in that video. So this one, it has more of like a lotion-based feel to it. So this is the Maybelline Master Prime, and it's the Hydrate and Smooth one. So I am going to pull this in just because my skin gets so dry in the winter, and I'm going to need that. And then for this other little single, I decided to pull in a little single this month instead of do like one of these smaller palettes because I really want to focus on my 2020 eyeshadows or 2020 Project Pan eyeshadows. So this is a Bare Minerals loose eyeshadow, and it's in the shade Charmed, and it's just really pretty pink shade. So, and it's gonna make a mess if I try to do anything else with that, so we're just gonna put that back on and play with it later. So I'm adding that in, and the rest are all lip products. So I'm going to swatch all these because I didn't do a lot of swatching in this video because I did a lot more in last month. So what I decided to do is go for some reds because I do like to wear reds in the month of December and around holiday time, you know, stuff like that. So I had this little sample of these MAC reds that I got a long time ago, so I figured I could just play with these and try these out. So there's 3 different shades, and depending on whether or not I like them and they look okay on me, then I will pick them up in the full size. I'm just going to pull those in, and then I also pulled in this e.l.f. Ravishing Rose lip color, and they sent this one. I don't remember if they sent this one. There was another one, but through partially, I believe, but that's really pretty, and I can pull this one off really well. So I'm definitely going to get quite a bit of use out of that. And again, that is in the shade Ravishing Rose. So that's coming in. Then I pulled in this lip liner, and surprisingly, this is really, really good. And it's so old, it's rubbed off all of the information. But this is a lip liner from Hot Topic, of all places. And this pencil I've had, like I said, for so long. But look at that. Like, I barely even touched. It's so beautifully, it's so, can I talk? No. What else is new? It's so beautiful, it's so pigmented, it's so creamy, and it's so perfect, and it's from Hot Topic. So I actually need to look and see if they even make these anymore, because I need to get more of them. I don't think I'll be wearing a black one anytime soon, but if they have other colors, I will definitely pick them up. And this is gonna go really well with all those reds. So I'm excited to use that. And then I have this one, and do not judge me, do not judge me. I just want to use it up. You know I am very, very ambitious on using every drop of everything up. This is an Ulta Lip Stick in Mauve Me, and it is so gross. It's so gross, and it's all melted and whatnot, but I'm going to use it because I need to. But that's that shade. But it's actually really pretty. See? It's really, really pretty. So I'm going to get more use out of that, unless it melts completely on me before I get to do so. This one is another one I pulled in because it's so old. It's NYC, so that tells you how old it is. And it is the Applicious Balm, and it is in the shade Applicious Pink. And it's just a balm. Like, it's melting again. Can you see that? But I just want to use that up. Actually, you can't see that because of the lighting that's right here, but it's just a pretty shade of a balm, so I'm going to put that one in there and try to use that. And the last one I pulled is this Flower Miracle Matte Lip, and this is in the shade Soft Berry, so this is really pretty. Let me show you. This is the last one. So yeah, I love that. That is gorgeous. So kind of somewhat similar, I guess, but it's just the perfect timing for all of the holiday colors. So that is going to be that. So all the rest of my Project Pan items will go back in here. I'll continue using them up. And then somewhere at the end of the month, I will post the final results of all of the products that I was trying to pan throughout the month, throughout the year of 2020, my first one. So look for that. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope everyone is staying safe, and I will see you very soon in the next one. Bye-bye.